Yo, what up? It's your man Jay White, first name, last name, Wealth Wednesdays after party with Jay White. You see who I'm here with. If you don't know this young lady, you under a rock. It's the 19-year-old entrepreneur, phenom, Miss Tyla. How you doing, yo?
I'm doing good. How are you?
You got a bright smile on your face. You must be happy about something.
Yeah, it's a good day. You know, we've been open for a week, so.
Well, tell the people where we at. Where we at?
So we're at my restaurant here in Missouri City in Houston. And we're right in front of our famous You Got Sienna Wings Money banner.
Yeah.
I know a lot of y'all can resonate with that because your parents probably say, you got McDonald's money, but it's really You Got Sienna Wings money.
Yo, so I'm all gas, no brakes when I talk to anybody, but I want to tell the people, this young lady, I was on a panel with her, and I thought it was just going to be smooth. I'm like, all right, man, I could take a break for about 15 minutes. I ain't really got to go hard. You know, turn my Jay White on. I had to turn my Jay White on times 15. You're a phenomenal speaker. You've been speaking all over, or it's just natural?
I've had some practice over the past 6 years.
Yeah.
I perfected it a lot more. I've gotten more comfortable. I mean, when I was in high school, I had major stage fright with even just saying a speech. So
high school was just like 2 years ago for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. But I had some time to perfect my craft and get better at speaking.
So let's get the story. Let's get the backdrop, right? Mm-hmm. So I first got introduced to you from Shark Tank. Mm-hmm. All right. So let me just ask you this question: how did you even get on Shark Tank, and what did you, I guess, promote or try to get investors from Shark Tank to invest in you? And go through that for me.
So a lot of people don't know, but Shark Tank is always watching. So they be looking for different companies to have on the show. Yeah. They'll reach out or recruit. So that's kind of what happened to us. A producer reached out to us in our email. They said, hey, we saw your story. We think your story would be great for Shark Tank.
You were how old at the time?
I think it was 2019, so I was like 15.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like 15. So 2019, we applied. After they reached out, we applied because you still got to fill out the application.
Okay.
It's a very intensive application. We didn't make it through to the second round.
Okay.
But then next year, 2020 came around. We were like, we know it's a pandemic. We don't know if you guys are doing the show, but if you are, we're interested. So they sent us, they kept our same application. They said, if you have any more information, send it to us. So we sent them that. And then once we sent them that, they were like, y'all are making it through this year. Ooh. So we went from that application to them doing like a background check on all the founders, and then all these different steps, and then we were on the show. But the whole time, they're always telling you, like, it's not guaranteed, you may not air. Even if you go film, you may not air, because they tape like 120-something episodes.
Where'd you have to go?
We went to Vegas.
Oh, it was in Vegas. Oh, that's dope. Okay. During the pandemic?
During the pandemic. We were quarantined for 10 days in a room together, me and my mom. We could not leave. We couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't even go down the hall to get ice.
Oh, my
It was very serious.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you got on the show because of what? Your sauce, right?
Yeah, because of my sauce. They really loved our story. They really loved, what we were about, our mission, just providing more health-conscious product to the world. So.
Okay. So did you just, you 13, 12, 13, you just in the kitchen cooking sauces? Like, you ain't like the regular barbecue sauce or the regular ketchup and mustard? You ain't like that?
I would say one thing my mom knows is I'm very particular about my sauce. So,
shout out to moms, that's my godmama.
Yeah. So when I was little, once I pick a sauce and I like it, I can only eat a certain meal with that sauce. So if I got chicken nuggets, I have to eat it with this sauce.
Yeah.
If I have this, I have to eat it with this sauce. So my mom, it was back when I was 8, she was having a wing and wine Wednesday. I was up.
Wednesday?
A wing and wine Wednesday with her girls. So she'd have wine and she'd make wings at the apartment. I woke up and there's food, so I'm hungry.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're in the kitchen like, oh, there's no sauce for these wings. Like, they were just dry wings, no batter, nothing. And so we started just whipping up something in the kitchen, and everybody tasting it. They were like, oh, this is good. Like, what did you put in it?
Yeah.
And from there,
you ain't tell them though, did you?
No, we didn't tell them. For years, my godmoms would ask me, like, hey, can you tell me what's in the sauce? Like, tell me.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we never told them. And full circle, we got here in Texas. My aunt was turning, I don't remember what age, but we had just got our house. and she wanted to have a big pool party.
Okay,
So
okay.
me and my mom, we made all the food. Everybody was loving the food. Like,
Yeah.
who catered your party? Like, can I hire them? Like, all this. And she was like, it was just my niece and my sister. And from there, my
That's
mom was
fire.
like, people are really like loving your sauce. You
Yeah.
want to bottle it? And that's when we started selling wings out of our house. Back in
Sheesh.
2017.
So then you just came up with the name right then and there, or did that take a long process to come up with a good name?
Not for me, because I just keep things simple. My mom was like, oh, Tyla's Wings, Tyla's, and
Yeah.
I was like, no, like, we're in Sienna, we selling wings, Sienna Wings.
I like that. I like Sienna sauce, Sienna wings. All right, so do you have how many sauces do you have total right now?
So right now we have 4 flavors.
Okay.
We have tangy, lemon pepper, smoky brown, and spice it up. Those are 4.
You know, can you guess which flavor I want to try the first?
Smoky brown?
Lemon pepper, yo.
Lemon pepper?
Lemon pepper my wings, yeah.
I guess. I mean, but one thing that's really special about Sienna Wings is we have a house sauce, and
Okay.
it's called the Sienna Wings Dirty Sauce.
Okay, okay.
So it's not a part of the Sienna sauce line.
All right.
But it's only here at Sienna Wings. So
All right.
gotta try that one.
Let me just take you back a little bit. You cool with that?
Of course.
I bet. You bottle the sauce up. You in middle school, high school, right? Something like that. What's school like for you? Like, did you go to public school? Are you homeschooled?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Yeah, so when I first started, I was in 8th grade transitioning to high school. I was
Okay.
in like my 2nd semester. So the funny thing is, I would sell plates at school. So I
No,
was
you wasn't. No, you wasn't the plate lady at the school.
Because we would only open up the wings on Friday. So what I would do at the school, at middle school, is from Monday to Wednesday, I'd collect their money.
Yeah.
We were doing like $10 a plate. You get 6 wings. You get 8 wings and some
You
fries.
did pre-orders.
Yeah, pre-orders.
Oh my God.
Pre-orders. So
okay.
at the school, I'm taking orders throughout the week. By the end of Wednesday, I got all the money and I got all the kids' names.
Yeah.
So my mom, on Friday, she'd make all the plates, bring them for the lunch period, and all the kids would go get their food.
Oh my God.
So that's just one of the things I was doing. And then once business started picking up and we stopped the wings and did the sauce full time, I was in high school playing basketball. I was a sophomore by now. And
I'm sorry. You who?
I mean,
You who?
I was playing for my PE credit.
Okay.
I love the sport to watch.
All right.
And I was like, I might as well play basketball instead of like running track or doing regular PE.
Yeah.
So I was playing, but business was picking up and I had a lot of business meetings, so I had to leave practice early.
Oh, man.
Or like leave games
Yeah.
mid-game. And so it was getting a lot. So by junior year, I became homeschooled. Just to run my business full time. So instead of being at school 9 hours a day, I was doing my business 9 hours a day.
I like that.
And doing my homework like whenever I could. And it really became easy because I was already a straight A student.
Gotcha.
It was taking up a lot of my time to be at school for 9 hours. Like I didn't need to be there to be successful.
Yeah.
So
was that a hard decision to go from public school to homeschool? But now you ain't around your peers no more. You're around adults now. 9 hours a day versus the other way around. Was that a hard decision? Was it easy transition?
It was hard, but my friend group was small anyway.
All right.
So it was like, it wasn't many people I felt like I was leaving behind. And I was like, me and my mom had a conversation. It was like, if your friends are really your friends and they want to hang out with you, they'll make time for you outside of school.
Yeah.
So we just found time outside of school to hang out. We weren't school friends anymore.
All right, yeah, we just real friends now.
And that happens in the adult world. Like if you don't see somebody every day anymore, you're not in college every day with them anymore, you have to make time to figure out how to prioritize those relationships. So I got to learn that at a younger age.
Okay, did you go to prom?
No. Because it felt right.
I'm about to take you to the prom, yo.
I know, I want to have one. I want to throw like an adult prom now.
Yes.
Because I was like, half of those people that was going to be at my prom anyway, I didn't really want to have prom with them. But having prom with like my friends now and all the people I've met and like built relationships with, I felt like that would be so cool for us to all look clean and get dressed up. I think that'd be a beautiful thing.
All right, so I got a secret. It ain't about to be no secret no more. I went to 4 proms, yo. By that 4th prom, I was done. I was like, yo, check this out. I'm prommed out. I don't want to hear about no proms, nothing. Then this past year, my daughter went to the prom. Boo-hoo, crying and everything. So now I'm back in the prom spirit. I'm coming to your prom, yo.
Okay, thank you. I will let you know when it is. I'm a plan it. It's gonna be a big party.
Yeah, send me the invite.
Yeah.
I got a date and everything. You feel me? So, boom, homeschool, 11th grade, 12th grade, and now the business is picking up. Are you still thinking, like, I'm just trying to be in your mindset at this moment. 12th grade, business picking up. Are you still thinking about going to college? Is college like I'm gonna just go just because, or like, what's that mindset like? Because when you get money at college, it's like, I'm going to college to get money. If I'm already doing that, it's like, but talk to me about your mindset.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I had to change my mindset about what college was gonna do for me because I knew getting the education alone wasn't gonna be enough.
Yeah.
It needed to be more. And so that's why I ended up deciding to go for building network and connections because the university I got accepted into, they have a great alumni, they have a great business program.
Yeah.
And so also another big reason was because I'm so young in my industry and it's very white male dominated, I really needed to get some credibility.
Yeah.
So to have that degree to back me up when I go into these meetings, not only my experience, but also the degree will help me so much enter in the CPG world, you know, where I'm already at, but for them to take me a little bit more seriously.
CPG world, what that mean, CPG?
It's consumer packaged goods.
All right.
So it's like
for the people that don't know, because your boy didn't know.
Anything that you can really find in the supermarket that's packaged, so like beauty, you know, food, hair care, anything that's not like fresh or already made, that's CPG.
Okay. So going from a young female entrepreneur at 13 to now you're maturing, that business savvy, like where is that coming from? Or you just learning on the fly and winging it, no pun intended. Like how's that going?
You know, like fake it till you make it.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest, like I was watching, I had picked up on some things that I saw my mom when I was younger, like grinding, going at it, getting it. I realized however much I put into it was what I was gonna get out of it. So even if I didn't really know what the event was about, I showed up. You know, I put myself out there. I told them about myself. I told them what I was doing. I had great responses, what kind of like motivated me, that positive like reinforcement that I was getting, like, oh wow, you're so young, like it's great what you're doing. But then it also came with the like, oh, like you're so young, like are you really doing it or is your mom doing it? So that like pushed me more because it was like, wow, people don't really believe like I'm out here doing it. Like even though I already left school, I've made sacrifices, they still don't think it's me. And so that even pushed me more to really just stand out and make my name known.
Are you tired of hearing you so young? Wow, oh my gosh, you're so young. Are you tired of hearing that? Like, keep it 1,000 with me.
No, I mean, I like it because I feel like it's an advantage. I feel like my perspective is an advantage. There's a lot of things that we've been doing for so many years that really need to be shaken up a bit. And I feel like that's me. I think my young, fun branding that I have and what I bring to the condiments industry is something really different. So I always look at it as an advantage.
All right. How's your relationship been with, because who did you get a deal from on Shark Tank?
We got a deal on the show with Kendra Scott.
How's that been? Is that relationship growing? Is it not a thing anymore? Like what happens after they on camera give you the deal, but then what happens after that?
So, I mean, I can't say a lot because NDAs, but a part of Shark Tank.
They're trying to party with the queen, they gon' have to sign a non-disclosure.
Is that you're not allowed to reach out to the shark. The shark has to reach out to you. And the producers can't give you the shark's information, so we waited. But we didn't wait like idle. You know,
for sure.
We still was out
clearly,
there.
we here,
You know, we still was out there getting into retailers, growing ours. I mean, when we were on Shark Tank, we was in like, I think 60-something stores we said, because we had a count with Specs and Wegmans.
Oh, nice.
And then now we're in over 700 retailers. So we've been out there getting it, but she didn't reach out for like a year and a half. And by then, our business had changed, our revenues had increased. You know, a lot about us had grown, and we had grown, and we knew our value was more. And so we came back to the table, like where we stood, and now we're in due diligence. We're still waiting to hear back, but you know, we're still grinding, getting it all on.
Well, peep gang, I got a little bit of bread. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Shark Tank, but I'm a shark in my own tank.
Yeah.
I just made that up too.
Yeah. Well, right now we're going out on our Series A. So we're looking for, we're trying to raise between 500K to $1 million.
Yeah.
So that's really nice.
Yeah. No. I can get in on that.
Okay.
Can I get in on that?
Yeah, you can get on
All
it.
right. My portfolio is vast now.
No, I'm serious.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
serious.
All right. So I like the vibe. Like you said, it's a young vibe, but it's a seriousness too. Like you're not playing about your business. So in these meetings, are you talking or is your mom talking? Like, what's those meetings like for you? And who do people direct questions to as well?
That's kind of funny because in those meetings, my mom, she tries to say as little as possible.
I like that.
She's
Yeah.
almost not even there.
Yeah.
She really lets me lead and like show me. And a lot of times you'll see, like you'll feel people out. Sometimes they'll direct the questions to her.
Yeah.
And then she'll back off and she'll be like, you know, Tyla got it. Like she'll
nice.
answer.
Yeah, nice.
And so that's really nice that I feel like her respecting me enough to give me that space to really, you know, answer the questions and showcase my talents as a CEO.
Yeah.
Allows other people to see that and
Yeah.
recognize that and respect me more. And sometimes people will even be like, oh yeah, I don't want Tyla to be on the call. Like I just want to talk to her mom.
Yeah.
And like she's like, no, I don't play that.
Yeah,
Tyla, this is her company.
Yeah.
She's gonna be on the call. And once I get on the call, I blow them away.
Yeah.
And then they're like, they're like, you know, they're like, wow. So, you know, I love those feelings when I can prove something wrong. And, you know, sometimes she doesn't even tell me those things like that they didn't want me on the call. And she'll tell me afterwards. Yeah, she'll be like, you know, I knew you were going to kill it. Like, I knew you were going to do a great job. I wasn't even listening to that, so.
Well, you blew me away when we was on the panel. I was like, okay, bet. That's a bet. All right. But what's next? What's next for your brand? What's next for you? Like, give me like a 5 years down the road type of vibe.
So our goal is to keep growing. We want to hit, you know, 25 million in revenue as soon as we can so that we can possibly partner with a larger company or scale. I do really want to partner because I want to maintain some ownership and also some voice and say in my own company. Yeah. And then that's for Sienna Sauce. For Sienna Wings, I really hope that we can grow this, expand to 5 more locations that we own personally in some major cities like New York, California, and Chicago.
Maryland.
Maryland. We have some family in Maryland. And then possibly we can start franchising. But I really want us to master the blueprint so we can just copy and paste.
Yeah, I like that.
And I really want to protect the integrity of both brands.
No, for sure.
Because they're my babies.
Yeah. From the ground up with it. For real.
And my goal is for Sienna Wings to be the largest competitor against Wingstop. So I'm coming for them. You know, a lot of people.
Wingstop, you hear it.
They're like, oh yeah, eat at Wingstop, but then they're like, they're not even that good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, I know our sauces aren't that good, and a lot of these wing spots, they're recycling the same sauces. Like they're using it from Cisco or Gordon's. Like we make our own sauces in house. So.
Well, what you got? Let me taste a little something. Like, what's your favorite thing you got here that I need to taste something?
So she's making some lemon pepper wings for you, but right now I got our famous mac and cheese.
Let me taste it. Famous mac and cheese. Yeah. I ain't ate since yesterday. Clearly, I'm hungry in the mud. All right, thank you.
So I got some crust at the top for you.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah, this is it. I didn't taste it today.
What you say? Oh yeah, this is it? Yeah, it's busting. This is it right here for real. Okay.
It's so cheesy and good.
Man. Sorry, y'all, we ain't gotta talk right now. You can edit this out, but.
This is dangerous.
This is good. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
This is good. Can you put it over there for me? And because I'm gonna finish eating that later. So we got the lemon pepper wings coming. I'm gonna eat some of those. The mac and cheese is good. All right. That's good. My thing is, with Wingstop being where they are as it relates to when most people think about quickly grabbing a quick wing or a quick set of wings or whatever the case may be, are you guys actively looking at them as competition, or you just doing this and just making your name as you go? Like, what's that plan?
I think it's both. I think it's nice to have them in the back as like a motivator.
Yeah.
you know, every time I hear somebody be like, oh yeah, no, I'm coming to y'all now. Like, instead, and I feel like Wingstop is more about accessibility.
Okay.
So I know as we grow and get more locations, when it comes down to like, all right, Wingstop is 10 miles away and Sienna Wings is 10 miles away. Which one do I really like?
Yeah, yo, yeah,
Because right now it's about accessibility.
Of
like,
course.
Sienna Wings may not be that close to you, so that's why you go in there.
Yeah.
But once we bridge that gap between, you know, accessibility and what you actually want, I feel like people will come to us.
All right.
We're keeping it simple. We got a simple menu like Cane's. We say we the Cane's, like we the wings of Cane's. So,
Let me see these bottles real quick, cause I'm feeling the branding right now from over here. All right, what I got in my hand?
Yeah, this is a Sienna sauce brand.
Okay.
You have the lemon pepper and you have sweet and tangy, and then I have smoky brown.
So I just drizzle this all over my wings, or dip it.
Well,
How do you do it when you eat it on your own?
When I eat on my own, I get the wing sauce, and then I'll dip my fries in one of our sauces.
All right.
Yeah, so both.
All right, and then what you got in your hand, you said?
This is the smoky brown.
Okay. And right now, which one is the most popular, you said?
Right now, people are really liking the smoky brown, the lemon pepper, of course, and then they're liking our house sauce, which is the dirty sauce.
The dirty sauce, yeah. Now, I'm vibing with these. These look good. The branding is very important.
Yes.
Right? Because it makes you, even if you don't quickly recognize the name, you quickly recognize the brand.
Yeah.
So I think,
and I chose this because a big part of me is graffiti. Like, I'm from New York, and I've always found beauty in graffiti. You know, a lot of people look at it, you know, as mess or something like that, but I've always found it so beautiful. So I wanted to add some of those elements and things that I love into the products that I have. There's no reason you can't incorporate other things that you love into your brand. So
what you got here?
These are lemon pepper.
These are lemon pepper Jones. All right.
You know.
All right. Hold up. Ooh. I eat hot food. I don't care how hot it is. I'm eating. Now, y'all know on them cooking shows, they be like, oh, the texture of the is so, I don't talk like that. It's good. Everything about it is good.
Yeah.
Let me give me another bite.
Yeah, go ahead.
I appreciate you. Woo.
You're making me hungry. I haven't eaten today.
It smells good.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I put
These over there?
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna finish those. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
So you gave it
I wish I could talk like a chef. You know how the chefs be like, the caramelize this and the I don't talk like that. It's good.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
You ready? What do you do for fun?
What I do for fun?
How you relax? How you decompress? How you just chill?
Like how you just vibe out?
Yeah, I mean, I was asked this question the other day. One of my favorite things to do is I like cooking, like for fun, for me.
Oh, okay.
So I like trying new things. I make the same dishes, but I'll probably add something different or like change a little bit the same way. So I usually make like chicken cutlets and I usually make shrimp. And when I do that, I'm like, all right, everybody out my kitchen, like, it's just me, and then the TV is like angled perfectly so that I can see the TV and I'll cook.
While you chefing it up?
Yeah, while I'm cooking.
Do you grill?
No.
You don't know how to grill, yo?
I know how to turn on the grill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I turn it on. I can cook corn on there and I can cook steak. I like cooking steak in a pan though.
Okay.
I like more pan seared stuff. I don't really like always the smoke that the grill gives.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll dry out the meat too. So
you talking that chef talk. You don't go over my head with the chef stuff, you feel me? But I remember earlier you mentioned that you had a mission. And so tell me about the mission. Like, what's your mission?
Yeah, so I mean, a big part of Sienna Wings is, you know, equity and inclusion. And that's the same thing for Sienna Sauce. Sienna Sauce is really big on, you know, loving and appreciating all shapes, colors, and sizes is a part of our vision and our mission. Our vision is to be, you know, to dominate the condiments industry
Oh, I
and
like
disrupt
that.
them.
Yeah, I like
and
that.
then, you know, a part of that is our mission of just providing equity and inclusion throughout our journey any way we can, through our employees,
Yeah.
through what we stand for, through the companies we support with our brand.
Yeah.
So
You got a message for young entrepreneurs? And me and you had this sidebar conversation, what is a young entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
But your definition is a little different from young entrepreneurs. So tell the people about your definition, and then do you have a message for the young entrepreneur too?
I think anybody from 13, because that's where I started.
Of course, of course.
So probably like from high school all the way up until 25, I feel like that's young entrepreneur. I mean,
Yeah.
I went to a young professionals event yesterday, and it was like probably like the age group was probably like 20 to 30. So
Young professionals.
Yeah, young is different for
Yeah.
different people.
Yeah.
But I would say my message is I always say take it day by day, but
Okay.
take every day by storm.
Okay.
And that means do as much as you can do each day, and just give it your all.
Yeah.
And then, you know, be proud of that, because at the end of the day, some days I have days where I don't want to do anything at all.
Yeah, for
I have
sure.
days where I need to just take a mental health reset.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's as much as I can give
Yeah.
for that day.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
some days I'm like, go,
Yeah,
do everything.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why I say just take it day by day. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be the guy who wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning and goes to sleep at 12 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, that's not me. I appreciate my sleep. I value the
Same.
time I get in my rest. I need it
Yep.
for my health. And I feel like you gotta put your physical and your mental health first before you can do anything.
I agree. You're a very impressive young lady, young entrepreneur. We're gonna have a sidebar conversation about me really putting some money into it.
Thank you.
Tell the people how they can reach you and how you can be reached and where we at. Come get these wings and this sauce. Just tell them all of that good stuff.
So we're here, we're at Harvest Market in Sienna. We're right over here, Sienna Wings in the back. And Sienna Sauces is my other company as well that I've been in business for about 5 years now. You can follow us on Instagram, Sienna Sauce, Sienna Wings on Instagram. And me personally, you can follow me at Tyla-Simone Crayton on Instagram.
Hey, I appreciate you for being here,
Thank you.
taking out the time, CEO,
Yes.
feeding me and whatnot. Thank you so much.
Oh wait, can I say one more thing?
Of course.
If you want to find the sauce, you can find it at H-E-B, Target, Wegmans, or Hy-Vee. And we're about to launch in Albertsons later this year. So you can find us there. You can go on our website, siennasaucecode.com, and you can find our store locator if you want to shop our sauces.
Let's go. The after party was here on location. Sienna Wings. It's Jay White, first name, last name. Catch this episode and more every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm out. I'm finna go eat. Peace.
Bye.